Truly a privilege and honor to present our next guest with the Distinguished Service Medal and Citation in recognition for his many years of dedicated service to the VFW. Robert A. Bob Crider served with the United States Navy from 1960. Got Navy? Okay. From 1965 to 69, and he served as a hospital corpsman in Southeast Asia, assigned to Fox and Echo Company, 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines. During his service, he received numerous awards, including a Purple Heart Medal, a Combat Action Ribbon, the Navy Presidential Unit Citation, and the Vietnam Service Medal. Bob is proud to be a Gold Legacy Life member of VFW Post 9223 in Arlington, California, and began working for the VFW in 1991 as the Assistant Director of Membership Dues Processing. In 1999, Bob was promoted to Director of Member Dues Processing before being appointed as Director of Membership in April 2012. And throughout his 2.5 decades of service at the VFW, Bob remained dedicated to serving every member of this great organization and earns himself the distinction of being selected as the National Aide-de-Camp Recruiting Class and National Deputy Chief of Staff. His loyalty and commitment to veterans and to our organization's mission has been truly extraordinary, and his contributions will live on for many years to come. Please join me in honoring and welcoming back to the VFW stage Bob Crider with the Distinguished Service Medal and Citation. Bob.
Distinguished Service Medal and Citation awarded to Robert A. Crider in lasting appreciation and esteemed recognition of his 2.5 decades of service to the veterans of foreign wars of the United States and to the members of this great organization as Director of Member Dues Processing and Director of Membership. His loyalty and commitment to America's veterans, service members, and their families, along with the dedication with which he fulfilled his duties, has left a lasting legacy that will soon not be forgotten, and have earned him the utmost appreciation of the veterans of foreign wars of the United States. In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hands on the official seal of the Veterans of Foreign Wars of the United States this 25th day of July, 2017, signed by Brian Duffy, Commander-in-Chief, Robert E. Wallace, Adjutant General, Corpsman up.
If I can keep from crying, in 27 years, they never allowed me to the podium, and I think you all in this room know why. Something extraordinary happened this year. We found out what happened to the Sergeant Major's cat when Army won a football game. He died. I'd like to start off by thanking my eligibility, the 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines. And I'd also like to say this is the first time I've ever been in front of my commanding officer, Echo Company, 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines. I was far better at following him than I am at being in front of him. I'd like to thank California, my home department, where I learned about the VFW. I'd like to thank my wife, I think she's somewhere in the audience, and my mother-in-law, who said the marriage would never last 41 years ago. For those of you that know me, you probably can understand why. I'd like to thank a lot of people, but I'm going to say one thing to every member in this room. Thank you for enriching my life. There are a couple of notable exceptions. I'd like to remember Tom Kissel, Howard Vanderkloot, my Commander-in-Chief, 91-92, Meet the Challenge, Bob Wallace, Joe Ridgely, Larry Rivers, Larry Maher, Jack Carney, United States Navy Hospital Corpsman, and Jim Nyer. Also, a special thanks to my two adopted departments, the state of Delaware and my good friend Paul Phillips, and my father's home department, the state of Illinois, and Terry Vance. Thank you for everything. I think there's probably only one person in this room other than myself and Skipper that knows the story I'm going to tell you, but it's a tremendous analogy to the VFW if you listen and pay attention. Tom Lang, if you're in the audience, thank you for your support when you came to the rescue at 2-4. We could always use a couple of good Marines. In April of 1968, there was a battle raging, and our brothers from two companies of 2-4 were heavily engaged in combat. My skipper said, "Saddle up." 189 Marines answered that call. We came across a stream that was too deep for individuals of my stature to cross, heavily laden with our combat gear. So, and you'll have to apologize to me, General, if I call you Captain. Captain Livingston said, "Okay, I want the big Marines in the water, help the little Marines and our corpsmen across." And that's what we did. When we arrived, the battalion was fully engaged, and after 2 days of the 189 Marines, and after the skipper took a heavy machine gun round to the leg, 39 of us walked off that battlefield. But 2-4 today is one of the strongest and well-performing units in the theater today, which, just like the VFW, we started out at 2.3 million members. We've dropped a couple, but we can come back. This organization is service. Service is what we do. If a brother's laying face down in the mud, help him to his knees. If he's on his knees, help him to his feet. In closing, I'd like to just leave you with one thought. Colonel Robert Shaw told the 54th Massachusetts Union troops before they attacked a heavily defended fort in South Carolina, "If I should fall, who among you will pick up this flag?"
Hey, Bob, come back up here. I want you to sit right here while Captain Livingston, as you know him, speaks. Just sit there.
Can I say one thing first?
Sure.
Forgot. Rick Butler, Matt, Tara, Carla, I sleep well knowing that you'll do a better job in membership than I ever did.